Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Excellency Kiai Haji Muhammad Hasan Mutawakkil Allah SHMM, as the leader of Zainul Hasan Islamic Boarding School. The Excellency Dr. Abdul Aziz Wahab MAG, as the Rector of Zainul Hasan Islamic University. The Excellency Mr. Bani Hamdani, as the Chief of English Department, and the Excellency Supervisor 1, Mr. Zainuddin MPD, and Supervisor 2, Mr. Bani Hamdani, who has helped me to complete my thesis proposal. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Wardaniatul Firdausiyah. You can call me Dania. Today, I will explain and I will present my thesis proposal under the title Integrating AI in English Learning, Implementation of Duolingo application to improve English skills. Okay, for the chapter 1 is Introduction. Introduction contains background of study, focus of study, statement of problem, objective of the study, significance of study, and the last preferred studies. For the background of the study, the development of AI technology has made significant contribution in various fields, including education. One AI-based innovation in the field of language learning is Duolingo, an app designed to improve language skill interactively. In Indonesia, English language acquisition still faces challenges such as limited access to quality educators and low motivation to learn. Duolingo has the potential to be a flexible self-learning solution, but its effectiveness in the Indonesian education context has not been widely studied. This research aims to evaluate the impact of Duolingo on English language skill in Indonesia, as well as identify its strengths, limitations, and user experiences. The results are expected to contribute to technology-based learning strategies as well as educational policy development. Focus of the study. This research specifically focuses on the implementation of Duolingo application as an AI-based learning tool to improve English language skills. This research will examine the extent to which the use of Duolingo can improve for key skills in English language learning, namely listening, speaking, reading, and writing. The focus on these skills aims to comprehensively evaluate the effectiveness of the apps in supporting holistic language learning. Okay, next is statement of the problem. There are 3 statements of the problem. The first is, how does Duolingo affect English reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills? And the second is, what are the challenges that users face in using the Duolingo apps? And the third is, what is the user experience in using Duolingo to learn English? And the next is objective of the study. There are 3 objectives. The first is analyze the impact of using Duolingo on improving English language skills. And the second, explore the challenges that users face in using the Duolingo apps. And the third is explore users' experience in using Duolingo to learn English. Okay, the next is significance of the study. The first is theoretical benefits. Letter A, contributing to scientific studies in the field of technology-based language learning, especially the application of artificial intelligence or AI. And letter B is enriching the literature on the effectiveness of Duolingo in improving English language skills, both from receptive listening and reading and productive speaking and writing aspects. And letter C is identify opportunities and challenges in the application of AI technology in the formal education context, especially in Indonesia. The second is practical benefits. Letter A, provide insight to educators on how to optimally use AI-based applications such as Duolingo in English language learning. Letter B is provides guidance for educators to integrate AI technology in interactive and flexible teaching methods. And letter C, offering recommendation for apps developers to improve features and that are relevant and appropriate to the needs of formal education in Indonesia. And the third is policy benefit. Letter A, support policy making to integrate AI-based technology into the national education system. And letter B is provides a basis for educator training, planning in the utilization of technology for language learning. And letter C is encourage the development of digital infrastructure to improve access to AI-based learning application in various educational institutions, including in remote area. Okay, previous study. There are 5 previous studies for my thesis proposal. The first is Journal of Education and Education, Volume 3, Number 2, August 19, 2024, entitled Integration of Artificial Intelligence in Language Learning, compiled by Gumarpi and al. And the second is Journal of Social Work and Empowerment, Volume 3, Number 3, May 31, 2024, entitled Assistance in Utilizing Information Technology in English Learning for Elementary School Students with Duolingo Application, prepared by Muhammad Rodai et al. And the third is Niantana Community Service Journal, Volume 2, Number 3, July 31, 2024, entitled Learning English with Artificial Intelligence, Socialization of the Use of Utilization Artificial Intelligence Technology in Learning English, prepared by Yeni Daniarti et al. And the fourth is Journal of Education, Volume 9, Number 2, December 29, 2024, entitled Literature Review, The Effect of Artificial Intelligence in Improving English Comprehensions, compiled by Satri Ashriyanti et al. The last is Proceedings of the 14th National Teacher Scientific Meeting, Volume 15, Number 1, November 18, 2023, entitled Implementation of Artificial Intelligence in the World of Education in the Era of Society 5.0, prepared by Tri Kristianti. Okay, the chapter 2 is review of related literature. There are 4 points. The first is technology-based language learning. The second is artificial intelligence in language learning. And the third is Duolingo as an AI-based learning apps. And the last is English language skills in formal education context. And the chapter 3 is research methodology. Research methodology, its content, research design, population and sample, data collection, techniques, and data analysis. Research design. The research approach used in this study is a mixed methods approach, which combines quantitative and qualitative methods to gain a comprehensive understanding of the phenomenon under study. This approach was chosen because it is able to provide advantage in integrating numerical and narrative data, so that the research results are not only statistically measurable but also rich in contextual interpretation. Population and sample. Population students at Madrasah Aliyah Darut Tauhid, and for the sample is respondents in this study were class 10 grade students at MA Darut Tauhid, totally 29 peoples. The characteristic of the respondents range from 14 to 16 years old with a formal education background at the Madrasah Aliyah level. For data collection, researchers use three ways. The first is observation. Observation were made of all 20 students in class 10. The observation focused on student interaction with the apps. And for the second is the interview. Interviews were conducted for students of class 10A who were selected based on different levels of English proficiency, low, medium, high, and very high. And the third is questionnaire. The questionnaire was also distributed to 29 students of class 10 through Google Form. Data analysis, we are use qualitative data obtained from interviews and observation were analyzed using a descriptive approach. Meanwhile, quantitative data collected through questionnaire were analyzed using simple statistical techniques such as frequency, distribution, and percentage. And that's all for me. Thank you for your attention. And the last I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.